This vlog is about goal setting, and as you know, I always talk about goals and being clear on what it is that you want to achieve, and then only then putting together systems to follow in order to get there. Now, as we know, we're nearly at the end of 2018, and very often people leave this sort of thing to the beginning of the year and when they set their New Year's resolutions. But the point that we want to make here is, why wait until the end of the year? Why not have perpetually a series of goals and systems in place so that you are achieving ever improving progress? And that's what we're all about at Middleton Murray, and at Your Body Means Business, and in our careers clinics. It's all about progress. You don't have to wait until January 2019 to set new goals. Do it right now. I myself am constantly looking at how can I be more productive, and I'm always assessing what it is that I want to get done as well. But we live in a very fast moving world. We are constantly in a position where social media is giving us loads of messages. There's an overwhelm and overload of information, and as a result of that, we have our heads turned. And it's not unusual for people to completely change their mind about what it is they want to do. A year's a long time. Achieve and when. It was all about targets. But I've realised, and a lot of this is because of my fitness journey, that achieving things boils down to the actions you take on a day-to-day basis and hour-by-hour basis. And if you can focus more on those and enjoy the process, as it were, then you are much more likely to achieve big things ultimately. Make sure you get some balance. Set goals for all aspects of your life. It isn't just about work, although that's what we primarily focus on. In order for you to feel truly content and to feel the progress that we all want to, we all need balance in our lives. So think about, your fitness, your wealth, your health, your loved ones, your relationships with your colleagues, your progression in terms of your learning. The second tip is to make your goals measurable. Very often people say, things like, I want to be fitter, or I want to be wealthier, or I just want to be happier in my job. Well, that means different things to different people. So for your own sake, as well as everybody else around you whose help you may want to enlist, make sure that you write these down in a way that can be measured. So you want to be fitter. What does that mean to you? For some people it means to lose a certain amount of weight. For others it might mean run a distance or lift a certain weight or whatever. So be very specific on what these goals are. We then come to activities. What steps and activities do you need to take in order to achieve that goal? So we'll take the fitness one again. It's very, very easy, isn't it? Eating the right things, doing the exercise, weighing yourself, etc., etc. So whatever the activities are, it's really important to write those down, because when we get to the tracking, it's those activities that you're going to measure. There's no point every day in sort of doing the measurement in such a way that you say, oh no, I still haven't got the job, or I'm still not weighing what I want to weigh. Much better for you to be able to say every day, yes, I did send those 20 letters, or yes, I did eat in exactly the number of calories that I said I would. Focusing on the systems and the activity every day is very important. So it's important to not just identify the goals, but identify the steps and the actions as well. Right, number 4 is writing these goals down, not just for yourself, but also for other people. This is a bit of a scary one, enlisting everybody else onto your targets in your journey. Some people don't like to tell everybody what it is they're trying to do, because they feel a bit scared that they may not do it, and they feel a bit embarrassed, or maybe they just don't want to talk about themselves. I'm a big advocate for putting it right out there, letting everybody know what it is that you're trying to achieve. It makes you totally accountable, so much more accountable that even if you don't want to go for that run one day, you'll do it because everybody else will know about it. Especially if you're putting things out on social media, like just going out for my run, things like that, and then you don't do it one day. Hopefully someone in your audience is going to say, did you go on your run tonight? So making yourself accountable is really important, but also because you will get help from other people as well if you ask for it. It's amazing how people will help you. So enlisting other people, 1, to be accountable, and 2, because it'll be amazing how they will support and help you. I find that really, really useful when you're setting your goals. And then finally, a scorecard. And what we mean by a scorecard is being clear on, number one, the goals, but number two, the activities that you've said that you have to carry out in order to achieve those goals. And what I always do with the scorecard, and I call it a personal scorecard, is rate myself on did I achieve all of those activities every day. Now some days you won't achieve it. So for example, if you want to get fit, it could be getting up at a certain time, going to the gym, eating breakfast, having green juices, and there's a whole load of things, aren't there? And sometimes you're going to go through that scorecard at the end of the day, and maybe you won't be able to tick one of those boxes. If it's with your career and you've decided that you want to send a certain number of emails or a certain number of phone calls or whatever it is in your career, sometimes you won't be able to tick those boxes. With best laid plans, things are not always perfect every day, but the important thing is that you make progress little by little by little.